So let's start a tutorial for you guys. Don't mind my husky voice, it's always husky, sometimes worse than others, but I'm super excited. I have some new Mellow Cosmetic eyeshadows in Rose Gold and Plum. So one's a baked eyeshadow, I'll show it to you. One's a baked eyeshadow and one is glitter. There we go. Look at that sparkle. And I also have a gel by Mellow, a gel eyeliner. So let's start, hey? I always start on my eyelids with the primer. I've shown you guys this before, but it is just, I'll keep showing you because it is awesome. It just gives a really good base to start with your eyeshadow. It makes your eyeshadow will stick, it won't move for hours, and it doesn't sit in your creases, which is really good. So I'm just going to pat that in. And as I'm using products, you can see my skin change. That's why they all have a purpose. Now I'm going to start with just a couple of light base colours first with my MCO Beauty palette. So I'll go in with, first of all, just a really light skin colour. And I'll start at the very top of my eyebrow bone. My eyebrow bone is very prominent, so I always like to make sure that I've blended properly. And again, start with your lighter colours at the top and then blend down and in with your darker colours. Now I'm also going to use a really dusty pink shade, and I'm going to go down a little bit lower and bring that in before I start with the Mellow Rose Gold and Plum, just so it all evenly flows up my eyelid and my eyebrow bone. So again, I'll do this to both sides. When you're using your brushes, little circles or windscreen wiper motion. So I've done that now to both eyes. It doesn't matter if it's uneven in the beginning, because as you go along, and especially at the end, you blend it all together. Blending is absolute key to everything. So if it is uneven throughout, that's fine, because you'll blend it at the end. Now, for my Rose Gold and my Plum Mellow eyeshadows, I haven't used these before. I don't really have a plan, so we'll just see how we go. I have a flat ended brush there, and I'm going to just get my baked eyeshadow and press. Look at the pigment on that. That's good pigmentation. When you don't need a lot and you have no fallout, that's pigmentation, and the colour is vibrant and you don't need a lot of it. That's what you want. So I'm going to pat, you can just see I'm patting that in again. That is awesome. So guys, I'm just going to pat that into both eyelids. There you go. That didn't take me very long at all. You can see it's not fully blended properly, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. Now, because I have some glitter, I'm going to go back over the top of the inner corners of my lids here with the primer. I'm going to put that over the top. Because this colour is dark, this is going to give a really good base for the glitter to sit on, and it will lighten it up a little bit more. So under my cut crease, I'm just going to pat that primer in to make way for the glitter shadow. Again, I'll do this to both eyes. Okay, so there you go. You can see that I've put the primer on both eyes to make way for my glitter. So I'm using the same brush and I'm just going to pat this glitter, chrome foil glitter eyeshadow out. And again, pat on my eyelid. And again, this is just putting the eyeshadow on. I haven't blended yet. Okay, so there we go. I don't know. Oh, I wish you could see this in real life. The camera doesn't do it justice. But it's a beautiful glitter. It just sits nicely. I've had hardly any fallout and it's just shining. So I'm going to start blending now and even out these colours a little bit more because they're not evened out properly. So, and I'm going to probably bring them down just a bit of a shade as well. So I'm just going to do that with a really soft pink and my neutral colours again. So just blending. I might use a bit of a bigger brush for this. I'll swap brushes as I go along because it depends what I'm doing. Like at the moment I'm cutting in, so I'm using more of a fine line brush across the top. It's quite flat. Swapping again, I'm going to do a lighter pink and blend it. I'm not happy with this side. There's always one side that gets you. It's normally this side for me actually. So again, I'm going to blend that down and in. So I'm just going to keep blending and I'll do it to both sides until I'm happy that the colours are evened out. Okay, so I'm a little bit more happier with that, and you would have seen that the lights changed. I changed the ring light, the colour of my ring light and the intensity of it just so I could see shadows a little bit better to blend. So I'll take my iPads off. There we go. I'm just going to clean up a little bit around my eyes with a cleansing cloth. This gives me a good idea too where I need to tone it down a little bit more or blend a little bit more. I've gone in with also more of a lighter highlighter around the inner corners of my eye and my brow bone, just to tone it down and bring it in a little bit more. And when I've done my base, my eyes will pop a little bit better. So now I'm going to start on my base. I'm going to start with my primer. So you only need a tiny little amount of this, and it's so beautiful. It's like silk. And again, your makeup doesn't sit in the lines of your face as much when you've got a primer on, a good primer. Okay, so now I'm going to contour, and I'm going to contour using concealers. This is my favourite thing to do at the moment. So I'm going to put the lighter concealer under my eyes, down my nose, a little bit across my forehead. And And you always put your lighter colours or your highlighters where the light hits your face, and you put your darker colours and your contour where you can see the shadows hit your face. So this will also give my skin a little bit more of a darker tinge, and I'll be able to blend it all in to look a bit more bronzed. And if you've got a tan on, if you've only got the one colour foundation, this is a really good way to spread a darker colour across your face. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to tone my light down a little bit. And again, you can see the colours and the shadows of my face change when I do that. You can't hide anything when you've got a ring light on. So you can see I'm just making it a bit darker there where the shadows would hit my face. Just blending it around. At first you think, wow. That's why when I'm doing people's makeup, I don't let them really look in the mirror until the end, because when you're halfway through and you haven't blended properly yet, or you know, their face looks like this, they'll probably think, what in the world are you doing to me? And then all of a sudden at the end, it just all comes together. I find blending with concealer really quick and really easy. Look at that. Now I'm just going to go with the sharper end and just pat in the lighter colour and blend it down. And your Cupid's bow. I'm going to put a bit more concealer on the sides of my nose, darker concealer, just to contour my nose a little bit. I'm wiping some off on my hand as I'm going if there's too much on my beauty sponge. There we go. You can see the colour and the shape of my face change. It looks like I've got a little bit more life in my face. I'm going to go underneath my eyes with the same Plum mellow eyeshadow that I used on the top. So I'll just do that. So just gently, I'm going to sweep the bottom of my eye with the colour. Do this to both sides. I'm going to use the gel liquid liner now. So let's have a look. It's really soft. So I'm just going to little line where I want it to stop. And just draw along. I'm going to do a really thin line. I don't want to make this too thick. That is so soft and creamy and goes on so easily. Wow. So this is pretty much to make way for my lashes. So I'll just do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so now I've done my little winged gel liner, and that's made way for my lashes. So I'm going to put some lashes on now. So always get your lashes and line them up to your eye, and if you need to, cut them to size. So I've done that, I've cut them to size, and now I'm going to stick them on. So these are glue lashes, just need a little bit of glue. I still haven't finished blending. Go. I've got some glue on my fingers that are stuck. Oh man. So I just wiped the glue off of my fingers. Don't worry if you can see glue because it sets clear. I'm just going to press that down and in. So that's pretty much it. I'll even it up a little bit, and I'll do the same to the other side. So I've got lashes on both sides now. I'm going to do my eyebrows. I have the Shape It Brow pencil. So I'm just going to fluff my eyebrows up a little bit. Then I'm going to draw the outline. This gives them so much more definition. And this little baby is gold because it gets your eyelashes done so quickly. It's a cream color. So it's a tiny little brush, and it just goes through your lashes and colors them. It makes them thicker, and it sets them in place. This is probably like my favorite thing. I really like this one because it's a thicker cream and it's not shiny. There we go. How quick and easy is that? Just going to finish off everything with a little bit of a powder. So I've got my angled brush. I've just gone in here now with a little bit more of the bronzing colours. I'll just go over everything to set it a little bit. Always making sure that you blend. And down your neck. And I'm just going to get this tighter bristled brush just to go over my nose with the bronzing colour down the side. There we go. Now I'm going to use my favourite Fleur lip duo just to finish everything off. You can do a lip liner if you like, but I'm not doing that this time. And just to finish off, this is a blossom colour. I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to my cheeks. I do the colour a little bit higher, just sort of pulls everything together. I'm just going to go in under my eyes with a little bit more of the lighter concealer. Just in here. Pat that in with my fingers. There we go. So there you go, guys. All finished. And you can see what I mean by blending. The blending does not come together until the end. So this is the plum and rose gold colours, and I've contoured, pink lip, obviously a nighttime face. Guys, come and see me at Expressions Makeup. Inbox me, talk to me. I would love to help you. I would love to support you. If you need any colour matching done with foundations, bronzers, CC creams. If you don't like wearing a lot of makeup or foundation, CC cream is perfect. I'll colour match for you. I'll help you with powders. I'll help you with eyeshadow colours, your eyebrows, anything you need help with. Colour matching, I'll do a face of makeup for you if you like. Yeah, come and talk to me. Come and see me at Expressions Makeup, and I would love to help. Thank you, guys. Bye.